Okay, so we're here in Crew Fit in Australia. I'm here in Sydney, training with client Mason, back on YouTube. I'm gonna be training out Crew Fit. This gym is crazy, so we're gonna get after it. Got a back session going down. It's gonna be fun, a little bit of old school back workout. Gonna kill it. Let's tear it up. So just starting off with a pullover, just get the lats nice and warm. We're gonna adjust that a little bit. Usually I do like 2-3 warm-up sets, and then I'll get into my working sets. Probably gonna hit like 3 to 4 working sets here, around 12 to 15 reps. Get the lats nice and warm, like to open the lats up before we then go into my favorite movement, a single arm pull down, which if you guys know I take a piss out of all the time, but it's a really good movement to really fire up the lats, and then we'll go into the big rows. Remember guys that you build tissue on your back for all the big fucking row movements. You don't see any of these top pros doing all these single arm pull downs, all this bullshit. You see them doing the heavy T-bar rows, the heavy bent over rows, and that's how they build thickness in the back. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Oh shit. So first working set there, hitting 10 reps. I want to stay in that 10 to 12 rep range. So guys, when I'm doing this movement, I'm focused on really opening my lat, holding a stretch at the top, so I'm fully lengthening the lat, coming down and contracting hard. That's really important. You drive with your elbows. Okay, so drive your elbows down. Remember, spend time in the stretch, time in the contraction. You want to work the lats for entire range of motion. This, to me, is a great warm-up movement because then I can go into the pull downs and the rows with a ton of blood in my back, a ton of blood in my lats, and really blow the rest of my back up. So definitely recommend starting with a pullover, sorry. That's what I feel the most. Again, train what you feel works best for you and what you feel the most. And that's the most important thing. Up. Ooh. 8, come on, there we go, nearly there. Finish it. Get it, that's a rep. Yes, good set. So falling a little bit short of 10 reps there, hitting like 9 reps, gonna drop the weight a touch, just to make sure I stay in that 10, 12 rep range. Guys, like if it feels good, sometimes I'll just run it up heavy. If it feels like I need to back off, I'll back off. I felt like before, my form was getting a little bit sloppy, so I'm not afraid to just back off the weight, leave maybe go out the door. Remember, ego means fuck all. You use your ego in the gym, you're just gonna get fucking injured. We're here to build muscle, we're not here to get injured. So, leave your ego at the door, train the muscle, not your fucking ego.
One more. Let's go. Up.
Fucking hell, man. Just like fucking puts you in that position where you can't get out of it. 8, good, come on. Nearly there. Let's go. Get it, finish it. That's a rep. Yes. So, probably one of my favorite single arm pull downs. I always take piss out of this movement because you see all these little cauliflower hair kids doing this shit with no muscle. Now this movement, if you've got established a good amount of fucking muscle, a single arm pull down is great for firing at the lats before you go into your big heavy movements. So here, focus on really driving the elbow down. I actually like to slightly lean back so I can almost imagine my elbow wrapping around my lat. And then I want to spend time in the stretch, fully lengthen the lat, contract it hard as fuck. So like I said, if you're not a broccoli haired kid, then this movement's class. But like I said, these guys with no muscle, stick to your big barbell rows, your big heavy T-bar rows, your chin-ups. That's what's gonna build the back. A movement like this is when you've established a good amount of fucking muscle. You're gonna hit around 10 to 12 reps. Because it's a single arm movement, I consider it a little bit more of an isolation. So staying in that slightly higher rep range from around 10 to 15 is perfect. I'll probably run it up till I get to a solid 10, then maybe do a slightly lighter set for my fourth set. Ooh, shit. So try not to jerk it, try to keep that back, like don't come up. So stay locked in, chest up, go back, and then stay there, stay in that position. Yeah, don't come forward, don't come forward. Just stretch through the lat. There you go. So your lat stretches, not your body. And don't jerk it at the top, pause in there, and then drive. There you go. Now it's all that. Just trying to take any momentum out of the movement so that we're just engaging the lat and firing the lats up. Yeah.
Yep. That's good. One more.
Match it. Otherwise one like bigger than the other. So we'll do probably one more set on here. We'll probably just go double hand and just pump it out. Double now, yeah. Like, again, I never come into the gym now with any type of idea of what the fuck I'm gonna do. I go off feel. And honestly, I think that's the best way to train. I think too many people get way too caught up in a logbook and masked to a program. At the end of the day, you've got to sometimes just go in the gym and train how you feel. And that's what's gonna make you enjoy it the most. You know, sometimes I'll do a movement, it doesn't feel right, so I'll move on. Sometimes I'll do a movement and I'll hold it there. Start to use your fucking brain a little bit. Too many people these days are lazy and they can't use their own fucking brain. They don't realize what feels good, what works, and what they fucking feel. So just open your mind a little bit, guys. Use your brain and go after it. Just train fucking hard. That is the main concept. Train hard. It's as simple as that. Pump it. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Okay, so chest supported T-bar. Now this one from Arsenal Strength's a fucking humbler. Like, man, the connection in your back, you get is crazy. What I want to focus on here is imagine wrapping my lats around the pad as if I'm doing a lat spread. So I always try to say to people, try and mimic when you're training how you pose. So think about opening up that lat spread, wrapping it around the pad, spending time in the stretch, open that upper back out and just wrapping it around the fucking pad and contracting hard as fuck. Remember, we need to train how we pose. Okay, so when you're doing any type of movement, think about how you'd pose on stage and mimic it in the training. This motherfucker is, in my opinion, one of the best movements for building back, especially when it comes to thickness and density. And this is a humbler. You ain't gonna see us lifting a lot of weight on here. We're gonna look like pussies doing this, but we feel it. And this is probably one of the only movements where I'd try to go a little bit heavier. Because like I said, it's one of those big compound density movements. And for all you motherfuckers who says, why is you out of breath on camera? It's because I'm training fucking hard. I'm not training like a pussy, taking 5-minute rest. So I'm out of breath in between sets. I'm speaking to this motherfucking camera. So for all you guys that say on Instagram, oh, he's so unhealthy, he's out of breath when he's chatting, go do a fucking set of heavy T-bar rows and then speak to camera straight after and see how you fucking feel. As he's coming down, wrap his lats so really over inside the stretch, and there you go, like that, and up. There you go, yeah. Then down, 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 stretch lats out, boom. See how much harder it makes the movement? Because we're literally focused on really rounding that back over that pad. Put as much stress in that upper back as possible. So the big stretch is what kills you on this one. You ain't gonna be able to lift heavy when you're stretching like this. Get it, come on. And again, let's go. Yep. Good set. Yeah. So key, spend time in the stretch. Whenever you're training back, spend time in the stretch, time in the contraction, but everything we're training back is about wrapping the lats around, overstretching the back. Ooh. Fuck. So there, pretty much hit 3 heavy sets, around 8 reps. Gonna go for a little bit of a lighter back off set now, just to pump it up. So you can see when I've been training back there, I'm focused on hitting different areas on my back. We'll do some big lat work, some single arm pull downs, some heavy T-bar rows. Probably gonna go into a lower lat row after this. And when we're training back, remember your back is a fucking big muscle. So you can hammer it and you can hit it from multiple angles. You don't have to just do 3-4 exercises. In my opinion, if you want to build a big back, hit it from every angle, change the hand position, and just get after it, man. Your back is a complex muscle. It's probably one of the biggest muscles in your body, so you have to be willing to hit it from every single angle and go fucking hard. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Yes. Finish it. Nice. I've just got into a nice little routine with my training right now, where I'm kind of doing like, my whole sort of like, the way my training keeps being lined up is like 3 heavy sets and kind of 1 set where I kind of pump it. But as I keep saying, I'm never masked to that way of training. If something feels good heavy, I'll roll with it and I'll stay there. And when it comes to training, honestly guys, I just go until I can't feel the muscle contract no more. And that's when I know it's done. So I never go in with a certain exercise amount. I just come into the gym, train hard as fuck, tear it up. As soon as I can't feel the muscle contract, I move on to a different body part or I call it a day. It's just using my fucking brain and thinking about, you know, when the muscle's done, it's game over. Let's go. Let's get it, let's get it. Finish it, finish it, finish it, finish it. Yeah, that's it. Hey guys, so one key thing when you're training is intensity. Train fucking hard. Too many people are scared to train hard now. They're all about fatigue management. I need to take a deload. Society's become weak. People become weak. Get in the gym, tear it up, train hard as fuck. I'm telling you, there's a clear correlation with guys who train fucking hard and get in shape easy. They always diet on more food, less cardio, because guess what? They're not afraid to train fucking hard. So fuck the deloads, fuck all this fucking fatigue management. Get in the gym, tear it up. You want to put on muscle, you want to get big, train like a fucking animal. You want to eat a lot during prep, you want to get peeled, train like an animal. Stop being a pussy. Society's become weak. This generation's fucking weak. Don't be afraid to get after it, get in the gym and tear it up. I want to aim to hit like the lower lats. So I'm going to hold the handles at the bottom. I'm also going to put my legs behind me and make my chest fixed to the pad. And that way, when I scoop in, it's going to go right down to my lower lat. So again, the way I try to explain it is imagine you're doing a back shot and you're rowing to get that Christmas tree out. Same concept. When you do this movement, focus on really squeezing that Christmas tree, squeezing it hard, contracting hard, coming up, opening the lat nice and wide, stretching the lat out, spending time in stretch, time in contraction. But one key factor that I find, when you put your chest against the pad and you bum off the end, you'll actually stop any momentum. Because a lot of guys put the feet forward and they start rocking it, okay? And you're just gonna involve too much kind of lower back, rather than the actual hitting the lower lat. So settle the machine right, really focus on driving the elbows back and hitting that Christmas tree. Fuck. So again, stay in that 10-12 rep range. I might actually drop the weight a little bit on this one and just go for a slightly higher rep range. Just I think I'll feel it a little bit more. So again, it's just kind of gauging the weight to what I feel in my muscle. There you go, elbows in, there you go. Nice, low lats. Drive it in and squeeze it. Yes, good, 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 good. Nice. Okay, so we're actually just gonna do a slight variation on this movement. We're actually gonna use a foam roller. Again, put it against the pad. And this is gonna allow me to wrap my lats around this pad. Now, if you watch my foot position, I'm actually not even sat on the bench. My back is complete, my bum is completely off the bench. My legs are behind me. That's allowed me to push my chest into the pad. Again, it allows me to fully lengthen my lat, wrap my lats around the pad, And as I come back, drive it in as if I'm doing a Christmas tree on stage. So like I keep saying, imagine how you're posing on stage. Here, you're not gonna use a lot of weight because you haven't got no momentum. You literally, everything is concentrated in the back. So nice little variation on this movement. Some of that fancy shit that you guys like. You know, me, I like to keep it old school, but thought I'd throw in some fancy bullshit for you guys.
Come on. Let's go.
That's on there. Gonna go to a single arm row now. Again, if you notice when I'm training back, the hand position always changes. And that's just to put a little bit of more concentration on different areas of my back. So the way you guys need to look at it when you're training back, look at where you need more muscle on your back and then pinpoint it and use your training to where you want to add slabs of tissue. So for me, I need a little bit more lower lat. So if you notice, I've hit a lot of upper back. Now I'm going to focus on some lower lat work. So I'll kind of set my training to hit a little bit more lower lat, which is what I'm going to do on this next movement. I'm actually going to go to a single arm prime row, slightly supinate my grip so I can almost tuck into my lower lat. So yeah, like I said guys, your training needs to mimic what areas you need muscle on. That's why there's no point a coach sending you a fucking generic training plan and just expecting to go after it. Especially when you get to this level, when it is a little bit at that competitive level, it's about adding a little bit of muscle here and there. You know, if you're a lifestyle client or a general client who just wants to get into the gym, getting in shape, you know, we can be a little bit more generic, but when it comes to stepping on stage and bringing the absolute best at a pro level, you need to be very specific.
Huh?
Okay, so here, single arm prime row. Now what I'm doing here, slightly supinating the hand so we can tuck into that lower lat. If you watch me, I'm also leaning over. So by leaning over and crunching my oblique, I'm engaging the lower lat, okay? Again, when we're doing this movement, big contraction, contract it hard as fuck, tuck that elbow into that lower lat, spend time to stretch, time to contraction. This is gonna bring up those lower lats, make that muscle work, that area that I personally need on my back. And again, when you're training as heavy as physical possible, whilst keeping in perfect control and perfect form. Get after it. One more. Stretch it. Yes, good.
Oh, one more.
One thing that grates on me and gets on my nerves these days with this new fucking generation, this Instagram and all this bullshit, is fat fucking PTs. Guys, how are you giving out advice when you're not even in fucking shape? You're telling me how to get in shape, yet you look like you've eaten McDonald's all day. It's like me telling Rowery how to use a fucking camera and never used a fucking camera in my life. So be careful who you take advice from. I see all these guys giving out these Instagram reels, how to build a back, how to get in shape. One, they got no muscle. Two, they're not even in shape. And what blows my mind even more is that people pay him. It's a fucking fraud. Practice what you preach, live and breathe this shit. And that is what it's about. It ain't about all this Instagram bullshit. All these guys giving out advice and haven't done shit themselves. So take it from someone who's walked it, who's walked the walk and lives and breathes it 24/7. Lat pull down here mimicking a backdoor bicep grip, okay? Here I like to kind of finish off with a pull down to just pump loads of blood into my back. Again, back's tired now, so as my back starts to get a little bit more fatigued, I start to a little bit more of a sort of pump reps just to fill the back up with blood. And again, when I get to that point where I can't contract no more, I kind of move on. So I'll probably hit a wider grip pull down, maybe a close grip pull down, and then I'll probably call back a day and then go into my biceps. But again, there's no set routine. I just go after it. I train fucking hard, and when the muscle stops contracting, I call it a day. Nice. Let's go. Yeah, good. Pump it. I had someone say to me the other day, no one works as hard as me. And he actually said, none of your clients work as hard as me. And you know what? You're fucking expected to work hard. Like, why are you looking for sympathy or, you know, gratification for working fucking hard? Guess what? The judges don't give a fuck how hard you work or how hard you tell everyone you work. At the end of the day, you're meant to work fucking hard. You want to win, you want results, work fucking hard. Everyone's working hard. So stop feeling fucking sorry for yourself, saying, no one working as hard as me. Guess what? You want to win, you want to be the best, work fucking hard. It's what it takes. Stop giving me all that bullshit, a sympathy. I ain't about that. My clients work hard, I work hard. You're expected to work fucking hard. Easy. Come on. Come on. Let's get it. So that's it, guys. Get to a point where the back don't contract no more, and that's when it's time to move on. So pretty much there, done. Gonna hit some biceps now downstairs, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, guys, so remember, you're not always gonna be fucking motivated. You think I wake up every single day and want to do cardio, I want to train. Guess what? Some days I don't want to do fuck all. Some days I want to stay in bed, but I do it anyway. And the reality is that discipline needs to be practiced over and over again. That's how you become mentally resilient. That's how you become better, okay? Guys thinking that they're always gonna be motivated. You're not. You're gonna feel like shit sometimes, but guess what? You gotta get up, get your shit done anyway. Remember, discipline needs to be practiced over and over and over and over and over, and eventually you become bulletproof. Mindset is everything, so make sure you're locked in, focus on ticking your boxes, and that's all that fucking matters. Motivation isn't gonna be around forever. You can listen to my reels, you can look for outside motivation, but it ain't gonna fucking last. There's gonna be days where you get up, you feel like shit, but guess what? Get the work done anyway. Hitting some biceps. I actually really like to use a D-bar handle like this. I just find it allows me a little bit more flexibility with supination and pronation, which again, a lot of bodybuilders struggle with fully supinating the wrist. So this will just allow a little bit more variance in the wrist. The great thing with this is if you take a couple of steps back, you can actually fully lengthen your bicep. And like I said, whenever training biceps, imagine at the bottom, tensing your tricep to allow the bicep to fully lengthen and then come up and contract it hard. So like I said, it's really nice with this movement that I can take a couple steps back, allow a lot of stretch in the bicep, because working the arm is all about fully lengthening the bicep, stretching the bicep out for its entire range of motion, and then contracting it hard as fuck. I'm gonna hit like 8 to 10 or 12 reps. I'll probably stay in the 10 to 12 rep range, just to not put too much stress on the bicep, because remember, arms are a small muscle, so we don't want to overload it too much. Okay guys, so I have a lot of bodybuilders who complain about, I've not been out, I've not done this, I've not done that, you know, I'm just focusing on working hard. Like, they're obsessed. Guess what guys, it's more fucking hardcore to do everything that a normal person does and still tick your boxes in bodybuilding. Everyone's feeling sorry for themselves, being like, oh, I work so hard, you know, I have no social life. Like, I don't understand it. It's even more hardcore to tick your boxes, bodybuild, be elite in that aspect of your life, but also live life to the fullest. You know, go out, socialize. That's what makes you even more hardcore. So you're not more hardcore staying in your little fucking hole, staying in your room, you know, not going out, fucking being a boring motherfucker. You're gonna be even more hardcore if you're out doing life. So remember, bodybuilding's not going anywhere. So don't shut yourself off from the world. Don't be afraid to go out, enjoy your life, enjoy social life. It doesn't mean that you can't stay on point. It doesn't mean you can't be on track. All you need is a little fucking discipline, a little bit of sacrifice. Be disciplined, stick to the plan, and still enjoy life to the fullest. And that's what will make you even more fucking hardcore. Probably stay on that weight for another 2 sets, and then probably hit like a preacher curl, and then maybe a hammer curl to finish off. So I don't even know how many exercises I've done, but it's probably around 10 exercises, which seems to be the kind of number that I hit when I'm doing like back and biceps or chest and triceps. Usually anywhere from like 8 to 10 to 12, depending on how I feel. So again, it's all just going off feel, it's going on, you know, what feels good. Maybe some days I'm tired, I'll do exercises. If I feel good, I'll do 10, 12. I just carry on going till I can't feel the muscle no more. Okay guys, so remember, stress is a fucking privilege. Some of you guys are complaining about being stressed, and complaining about the work you're putting in, and guess what? It's everything you fucking asked for. People need to understand that stress is a fucking privilege. And when you become resilient and you go through those stressful times, you become better. What seemed like a stressful moment in 4 or 5 years' time will just be laughable. Try, get out your fucking comfort zone. Put yourselves in those stressful situations that elevate you to be better mentally, be better physically. When I see a stressful situation, I attack it because I know I'm gonna come out of it a better person. So stop feeling fucking sorry yourself. Stop complaining about being busy, being stressed. Stress is a fucking privilege. So embrace it and get after it. So you can see my form starting to slip a little bit there, but I still feel it in the muscle. And that's the thing, it's like, I can't say to fucking Branch Warren, you're not training legs properly, because his legs are fucking massive. So as long as you feel it in that muscle, if your form starts to slip a little bit here and there, guess what, it doesn't matter. Now I can tell you how to train a weak body part, because it's weak for a reason. But if you've got a strong body part, who am I to say, oh, you're not training it correctly? Because you clearly connect with it, you clearly feel it, because it's fucking big. So remember guys, that training is not generic, it's not one method fits all. If someone's got a very strong body part, likelihood is they connect very well with it. Nice. Let's go, yes, yes, yes. So here, preacher curl. Again, making sure we fully lengthen the bicep, a nice hard contraction in the bicep at the top of the movement, fully lengthen it, stretch out the bottom. Here's a movement that I like to not go very heavy because I really want to focus on connecting and contracting it. And like I said, weight is relevant, so we might look strong as fuck, but I'm telling you, I'm lifting fuck all on this movement because I'm feeling it. So just because you're big doesn't necessarily mean you're strong. Weight is relevant to the individual, you know. Some guys are just very strong and connect very well with the muscle, and other guys have to go lighter to get the same connection. So again, no ego lifting, just working to what we feel in the muscle, and just getting after it. Main thing, train fucking hard, and that's what truly matters. Another little key factor of this movement is, see how Mason's armpit is fully wedged in the pad and his back and his bum is off the bench? That's just gonna allow him to have zero momentum. So a very key factor is when you're training biceps, last thing you want to do is do a lot of swinging, okay? So I want to wedge my armpit in this pad to allow no momentum, my feet behind me, I'm at that angle that I'm just allowed to put all the emphasis on my bicep. So again, setting up the movement to put as much stress as possible on the muscle, not use any front delt, not use any lower back. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to work the fucking biceps. We're not trying to work front delt and lower back. Okay guys, so what I find with this generation is everyone's scared to be criticized. And at the end of the day, if you're working with a fucking coach, you should want to be criticized because that coach is trying to get the best out of you. I'll be straight up, I'm harsh as fuck with some of my clients. And that's only because I want them to be the best version of them and I want to see them win. So if I can make them better in any way, I'm going to criticize the fuck out of them. I'm going to see what areas I can add tissue to, how I can get them better. Because at the end of the day, it's my job to bring you in at the absolute best. I'm not here to pussyfoot around, be a yes man, and tell you look great and babysit you. I'm here to bring you in your absolute best shape of your fucking life. And I think this generation is just weak. People are scared to be criticized and scared to be told the truth. If you want to be the best version of you, be prepared to be criticized and be prepared to take criticism well, because that's the only way you're going to elevate. Hammers?
Huh?
Hammers and done. Fucking hell. I like to just use this movement to just, blast my arms, finish off with some of the short head of the bicep, brachialis. And again, just pumping the movement here, not really focusing on anything. Remember, there's not much left in the biceps now, so it's just a case of just putting as much blood as there as possible. Like, we've literally been training for like probably an hour and 35 minutes, so an hour 40 minutes. But like I said, there's two of us, so it does take a little bit longer. And if you've seen or you're watching the video, you can see how intense the training is. So, there's no pussyfooting around, there's no messing. It's him, then me, and that's the best way. And I'm here with Mason because Mason goes after it, and there's nothing better than having a training partner who just fucking goes after it with you, because we elevate each other, we motivate each other to be the best version of each other, push each other to the limits, and that's what it's about. It's all about energy, it's all about the people you surround yourself with. Good energy is what makes you fucking great. So surround yourself with good people. Remember, energy is fucking key. Energy is your currency. So find people around you who make you better, make you motivated, and uplift you to be a better version of you.
Come on, up. Let's go.
Good done.
Up.
Fuck.
Everything gets
Bicep is like dragging now. Fuck. Okay guys, so remember, coaching is an investment. It's an investment into your physical well-being, your mental health. When I'm working with any client, I'm here to not only elevate their physique to another level, I'm here to develop the mental health, the mental strength, because where the mind is, the body follows, My guys are motivated 24/7. We do shit like Motivation on Monday. We push each other to be the absolute best. And that's what it's all about. My clients and my team are on another level mentally. And that's what I love about this team. It's fucking, everyone's elevating each other. Everyone's pushing each other to the best version of them. So if you want to join the team, hit me up on Instagram. Link is in the bio. Let's get after it. So, back and biceps finished. Here with Mason, getting after it. Australian client. Got a photo shoot in 4 weeks, so stay tuned because this guy's gonna look crazy. He's already made a crazy transformation in the last 10 weeks. So YouTube done. Make sure you follow me, subscribe, like, and comment below with anything you want to see on the YouTube channel. I'll catch you guys soon.